Hello, everyone. I'm Daniel Bloodworth, joined by.
Elise Willems, nice to be here.
Michael Huber. Nice to be here.
we say that kind of sadly. It's kind of a rough episode here. We've all just finished episode 3, Wastelands of Life is Strange 2, and we're about to get into it. So if you haven't finished it yet, get out of here.
Spoiler mode, final warning, spoiler mode, activated.
Yeah, so let's get started. Any rough impressions? I think for me, it's interesting that this one is a lot more centralized. We don't travel in this one.
Definitely.
Yeah, I guess it's the third episode.
Yeah.
So it's the mid episode of the series. It's kind of like taking a breather.
Yeah.
Saying we're going to stay put for a minute and do some character development because Daniel is now going through puberty, which is a whole thing, or he's almost going through puberty. I guess maybe his powers give him early adolescence, but he's kind of being a little brat.
Yeah.
And we got ourselves in a little bit over our heads with this pot farm situation.
Definitely. There's an escalation, and then just the feeling of slowly losing your brother, I guess, was the main takeaway for me, where it's am I doing something wrong here? And it's can be frustrating to watch this 9-year-old kid be a 9-year-old kid where he's just no, I'm always right. But his situation and his power growth, I think, has kind of made me take a step back and be whoa, he's going through a lot of stuff right now. So
yeah,
yeah,
he's not going through what a standard kid is going through when they're becoming a teenager and they're kind of lashing out. His dad passed away. He's on the run from the law, and now he's working at a weed farm, and he's got magic powers. It's a whole other thing. I'm the same way too, where I'm Daniel, he's doing everything he can for you, but then you still kind of understand why. Yeah. But also their relationship has transcended just being brothers because Sean has to become a father figure to him now, a parental figure, which is, I think, also causing a strain because it's a shift in what their relationship traditionally was.
Yeah. To me, in a way, because, the last 2 episodes, they've really been on the run. They had a little bit of that time in the cabin for training, but it was really they were in this situation of we don't know what to do, and that the goal is always kind of shifting, and they're just scraping to get by. And I think that when you start this one, you look at your wallet and there's $1,400 in here.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like they've gotten to this place where they're somewhat comfortable. And I think that almost is what kind of leads to a lot of these issues, because now they're not worried about being on the run. They're almost kind of falling back into those patterns, and I think it's partly why we have that flashback.
Yeah. Well, I think it's comfortable for Sean, but not I think Daniel's comfortable was the last episode where he was with his grandparents. Mm-hmm. He made a friend.
Yeah.
That was Daniel falling into oh, I'm happy here, but now Sean, it's they a step back for Daniel, step forward. Sean's now with people sort of closer to his own age, or where the people he sort of wants to be hanging around with, girl that he's interested in. I think that's probably really frustrating for Daniel.
Yeah, the friction that kept getting brought up about you're always with them, and it's well, need a little space, Daniel.
Yeah. I do like that they, and this is one of Life is Strange strengths, that you get the time to catch up to where they're at.
The journal. Love the journal.
Yeah.
So
the journal, but then you also get to really get to know each one of these characters through various scenes. You get to know the whole party, the whole group.
That campfire scene is one of my highlights from the series. I loved it so much. Just sitting around the campfire, everyone sharing their sob story.
Yeah.
It was just so good. Life is Strange really letting these moments breathe and putting you in these moments of just character growth. I loved it.
You get those the tensions and stuff too. You get like those kind of personality clashes. You know, like Hannah versus everybody.
Yeah.
Basically. I like this one line that she has where she's like, "If I hated you, you'd know."
Yeah. It's like I'm upfront about it, you know? Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and it's weird because like a lot of them, I mean, most of them are pretty. I'd say 50% of the people at that commune are kind of abrasive people. Like they'll tell you what they think, and if
Yeah.
you're not refilling the coffee, like you're gonna
Yeah.
hear about it because there are people that are living to survive. You know, that's their whole thing. But then at the same time, there are people that are distinctly living to cooperate. So it's a weird thing where like.
Yeah.
Yes, they need to get along, but they're also some of the people that might be a little difficult to get along with.
Yeah. Well, they're all like really different backgrounds. Like Jacob is trying to find himself. Penny is just kind of, sort of like paranoid and delusional a
Penny
little bit.
hype. So much penny hype.
They're is it Swedish or where are they from?
Yeah,
The
they're
couple.
from Sweden. That couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, this is they like saved up for this. Like, what are you doing? What?
Yeah, he wants to go north, she wants to go south.
Yeah.
That's their biggest problem.
Yeah.
They're like weird, romanticized, living in the wood with a bunch of hippies. But yeah, but I think that's one of the things I noticed like right away is like there's a drawing opportunity like just before you even do anything. Like it really lets you lets you settle in to see like how things are. And
I think I missed that one. Damn it.
At the campfire?
I got the campfire one.
Oh.
there's an earlier one though.
Missed it.
You can
I think I
sit
don't think I
down
did that
before you
either.
even like make coffee.
Damn
Oh.
it.
I just, when I realized what was happening and that we were living in this kind of commune now, I thought, oh my gosh, I cannot piss anyone off here.
Yeah.
Like, I need to just be on the up. And if they need the water refilled, like, I need to do that.
Yep.
I can't just ignore anything.
Yeah. Yeah, the water, do the chores. I was
Yeah.
like, anything you need.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm your guy.
Yeah.
When Daniel was washing the dishes, I was
Yep.
like, you need some help? Because if he lashed out, I'm like, we are done here.
But it's interesting though because Daniel's kind of like one-sided view of things because he's kind of hanging out with Finn a lot in a way that's like makes you nervous. You know, like is he gonna trust him too much?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And you come up, you get up and you're like, where's Daniel?
Yeah, especially we, the player, who presumably Sean's been living there and getting to know Finn, but we, the player, we don't know anything about Finn.
Yeah.
So we don't know if we can trust him to kind of be. And since Daniel's sort of eschewing any relationship with us right now, he's looking to Finn as this older brother figure. There's probably jealousy.
Yeah.
There's too obvious jealousy.
And I think they did a good job of like hyping Finn up in the journal a little bit. He kind of writes about like, oh, Finn seems pretty cool. Some interactions where he seems pretty chill. And then even through Cassidy too, where it's like, oh, just
Yeah.
Finn being Finn. Like, so everything kind of seems fine. But then of course there's
Yeah, 'cause
decisions
he's
later.
the leader. He's the one that's had all the relationships with their bosses.
He refers everyone to work there.
Yeah, so it's weird because like in a way like he does feel like he's the one who's got it all together, and he's ultimately the one who like loses it the most, kind of loses the plot. We do have a new dog. We can pet the dog a couple times. I don't know if I was like walking around harassing that dog a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, and there was like
I think it's Penny's dog.
yeah, and there was something like I went back and I looked at the pictures for the collectibles, and there was one with the dog. I think the dog might have buried something.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it was like it was one of the earliest ones. And I missed it.
Yeah, some of
but-
those collectibles, like the photos, the hints they show, I'm like, I don't know where that was.
Yeah.
I only saw the dog like once, I feel like.
Yeah.
But when I did it at the beginning, like I walked up and I petted the dog, and then so he went to another corner and I found him and I petted him again and he went somewhere else. He's like he just does not want me to keep messing with him.
Nice.
Um,
When you two play, do you fall into the trap of like looking at everything?
kind of,
and-
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
a little bit. I try not to too much.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I just feel like I end up.
You don't want to mess with the pace or something.
Yeah, but yeah, like especially because you think that you're gonna glean some kind of clue or story detail from what you're looking at. Yeah.
I totally do the spiral, like wherever
The camp, yeah.
yeah, like whatever that goal is. Like, okay, let me just go around and see what else I can find first.
yeah, lay of the land.
Yeah. So we get called out for not making coffee, so I made some coffee.
Make that fresh brew. Oh, this episode was so cozy. My goodness, the cozy vibes. Fresh coffee brews, cozy campfires. It was just all around up until the end, of course.
Well, yeah.
yeah. Yeah. A wallet full of cash.
But I mean, also to have that kind of cash on you and not be nervous that somebody's gonna like rob you.
First
Yeah.
thing I thought was like, well, this is my tent's getting robbed. So first
There are
thing
definitely
I thought
times
was
when
that.
like towards the end, and and like we're about to take off, and like take that truck, and it's like, well, is all my stuff still in the tent, or do I have my stuff? Just kind of
Yeah.
it's kind of like those lines between like video game and reality, and like exactly like where are items placed, how are they accessible to me? But early on we do come up against like one of our like first interactions with Daniel is the throwing knives.
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
see
yeah,
him and it's like,
that
oh,
little
dude,
punk.
come on, what are you doing? Don't
What
do this.
a punk! Did he do the thing to you guys where he
Yeah.
Yeah, he force whacked it out of the way.
Totally.
little jerk?
Did you all hit a bullseye?
I did.
I did.
Yeah.
Yes. It was 55%.
Yeah,
Oh,
let me
55
see.
on yours.
Let
Yeah.
me see what mine is. 'Cause
Trying
I
to see
was-
when I did it.
I waited for so long to get it.
I don't know if I even wrote that one down.
They were like, hurry up and throw it, Sean.
Yeah, 55% hit a bullseye. I was surprised by how few people made coffee. Like it was like almost 50-50.
50-50.
Right. Yeah, it was like 49% on Xbox made coffee.
To be fair, they really encourage you to listen and be patient. And the only reason I got it was because as I was walking away in the distance, Penny was like, where you going, Sean? You're not going to leave that coffee empty, are
Yeah.
you? You like hear him in the back. And I was like, oh! And I went back and I did it. So I wonder how many people might have just missed that audio
if you-
cue.
Yeah, if you don't have headphones on or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
If
or
you're
like-
streaming and you're
yeah.
not paying attention.
Car alarm goes off outside. Yeah, something.
There was that like gut wrenching flashback of 3 months before when you're fighting with Daniel and your dad comes in.
Yeah.
And it's like, you gotta be a good big brother. And I think because it's weird because I was like, well, I wonder how he probably would have been a little bit more defiant in the moment, but I'm like, I'll play this. I'll be really good to dad in this.
Yeah.
'Cause, but yeah, that was a really nice moment.
Yeah.
Sad though.
It's so sad because, yeah, anytime you know what's coming,
Mm.
some tragedy that's coming, like, I can't handle that.
Yeah.
The beginning part it was definitely surreal to get back in the house again.
It really was, yeah. It was shocking.
Yeah. Daniel mentions your mom, Karen. You don't call her mom. Call her Karen.
Yeah, and that's kind of another like one of those struggles where like he really wants to go and get her help, and Sean like wants no part of it.
Yeah. But it's like, I guess it's like the divorced parents who like, maybe the like dad knows that the mom is kind of not really a great mom, but doesn't have the heart to tell the kids. So the kids are
Yeah.
oblivious. It's kind of, I feel like that's their relationship with Daniel where like Daniel really doesn't grasp maybe that she
Yeah.
she didn't want them and perhaps. And
Totally.
You know.
Sean is, like 8 years older, so maybe
Yeah.
he kind of lived with a little bit of that, saw a little bit of her,
Yeah,
not being a great mom, and then, yeah, just, I think,
he doesn't want to break the illusion, right? 'Cause of how doesn't want to tarnish how Daniel feels about her, I guess. But it's kind of sad.
hopefully we'll get some redemption,
Yeah.
Episode 4, like,
I was actually
she's
expecting
like,
the
"Come
mom
on
to
in,
come in on
sons."
this episode, and yeah, once we got through, I was like, oh yeah, not this time around. So
yeah. Because wasn't there a note, right, in episode 2?
She had written a
wrote the
letter,
note,
yeah.
like, please
Yeah.
take care of my children. So at least that's showing she cares. That's a big step right there.
yeah, she's
So.
aware. Yeah. So then, after the throwing knives and stuff, you get introduced to Big Joe.
Big Joe.
Man.
Oh man, like there's a character not to like.
No. I stepped in. Did you step in?
Yeah.
Anyone that's going to attack anyone like it was an attack. It was like a kind of a little, hit, but it's an attack to me.
Yeah.
So I said something.
Oh, I didn't call Big Joe out, and I'll tell you why. Because at that moment in time, had no allegiance to Cassidy, and not
For
that
sure.
I didn't want to be honorable, but at that moment in my mind, it was all about Daniel.
Definitely.
Like, if I step in here, I might jeopardize Daniel's safety. I just can't do it.
Good call.
And I guess 24% of other people didn't want to either.
Yeah.
But I also called Daniel out on why that little, little shit isn't wearing his watch.
Yeah.
Which,
Better wear that watch.
I was like, yeah, come on.
Yeah, bum me out.
Because, maybe Finn gives you some friendship
Yeah.
bracelet. I don't care. You wear the watch. you know? It was too small for him or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we eventually did get. Did you? I mean, this is jumping in a little bit later, but did you like go and go to bed early with Daniel and
I
talk
did.
to him?
Yeah.
Me too. And I love this because Blood, you just talked about like the kind of the video game ness of, thinking about kind of the choices. And there were two big moments in this where kind of the video game line stepped in where I was like, oh, from a video game point, like I wanna get my hair cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need this haircut, But it was like, oh no, okay, RP story, like we just had a big fight. Like I gotta go to bed with him. We gotta talk it out. So I had to like, and then of course the big decision later at the end, which we'll get into. But yeah, the haircut. I was like, I really want a haircut. Dang it.
It's so funny to me that like they're gonna call Sean out for his hair. Like, look
Yeah.
at your hair, you little crazy hippies. What are you talking about? His hair.
But yeah, Big Joe is.
A menace.
He's just like villainy to the core. Like he's so bad.
Yeah.
He's such a jerk.
I made sure to slash all of his tires. All four.
So did
I was like,
I.
I'm taking
So
the
did I.
extra time.
So did I. I was like, I'm not giving him the chance to change a tire. I'm slashing all four.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like even when you like that introduction to him, like when you're riding down the road, and he's like, "Y'all shut up back there! I can't hear my music or something." I'm like, really?
Yeah.
There's like you can probably barely hear them right now.
Yeah. He was the worst.
The worst.
Yeah. And then, but like when he came out and he's like carrying the gun and stuff, like this guy's not kidding around.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Very like when he had the gun, like when he had the big assault rifle, I was like, okay, the stakes are high now. This is not a joke. That's why I was kind of nervous when I intervened.
Yeah.
I was like, well, gotta do it anyway, because you're a scumbag.
I wrote this note: cutting bud, aggressive environment.
Oh yeah, because you're in the middle of that whole scene with them
they
fighting
were
and stuff.
having
Ten.
their, like tiff.
10 out of 10 minigame. Loved this.
Yeah.
This was like zen, just meditative minigame, just matching these rhythms. And they did such a great job because there's so many conversations going on. And it's like, I want to look up. I want to see what is happening. You have main drug guy in there. What was
Meryl. Yeah.
Meryl,
yeah.
ultimate scumbag Meryl. Meryl's in there on some call. And then Hannah and Cassidy are feuding. Daniel's freaking out.
You
so
want
it's
to
like,
ask them questions, but you don't want to break your rhythm, and you got to clean those scissors.
Yeah.
Because you don't clean those scissors, it's gonna fail
Yeah.
out. So yeah, but it seemed like most people playing it were like really into trimming the weed buds. I got 95% of people, including myself, trimmed a lot of weed buds.
nice.
That's funny.
Yeah, I got 10, I think. I remember it was my number.
Yeah, I think I went to 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely didn't want to like misspeak with their whatever tiff they were having
Yeah.
between them.
I think I told everyone to calm down, which is
Oh,
something
yeah.
you never want to do.
Yeah, I know.
Telling someone to calm down is like the worst. But I was just like, maybe I was just so distracted with trimming the weed that I was like, calm down. And then Hannah was like, stay the hell out of
Yeah.
it. And I was like, okay, all right, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, one of the things too when we like going through that mini game, like it was really, and I think you do see like when you get back, like it's really easy for me to like remember like times where I've had to just like cut like a lot of signs or whatever, or, like poster board, and like you get those little scissors that don't really fit your fingers, and that's exactly what these look like.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh man, like to do that for like a whole day is just gotta be brutal.
Yeah.
Like,
And
it's
he kept,
gotta
like,
hurt
cutting
so
himself,
bad.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, because Finn comments on it later. I thought it was going to come back kind of in the gameplay or anything of like, oh man, are my hands going to be all sore and that's going to cause something?
Well, Meryl rates your work later.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and he was told me it was just beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautifully done.
Definitely. Good trims.
Oh, but before that, Meryl kind of confronts you about something. What did Daniel do that got him upset at the beginning?
So
He was like, I'm not gonna give you a lot of chances.
So it all starts again. I interfered when Big Joe did that, so there was that already confrontation,
Yeah.
and that made me late to the meeting,
Yeah.
and he called me out on that. He was angry, and then he brings up Daniel because he's 9 years old. So it's just the thing of like, dude, you have a 9-year-old kid here. I'm trying to run this illegal operation, and clearly he's answering to like the cartel or whoever the
Yeah.
hell knows. He's answering to intense people. So then he's just like worried about the situation because Daniel's just a liability.
He's got kids. Meryl's got a family of his own. So I guess he's a crumb. He's a crumb of understanding and patience toward you with Daniel, but not much because he's a pretty lethal guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
I
was-
think that's the thing. Like there is like almost a sense of like empathy that you have towards Meryl, to where like
In the
he's in this
beginning,
weird
yeah.
middle manager kind of position, and like
Yeah.
he's doing this, but like he's trying to protect his own kind of thing,
Yeah.
and like he'll give you a shot, but don't
Cross him.
Don't cross him because he doesn't have any. He doesn't feel like he has any other choice.
He
Yeah.
gave me like Gus Fring vibes, like
Yeah,
Breaking
I was
Bad.
thinking that
Gus
too.
Totally.
Fring. Just something about like he's kind of like charismatic a little bit, or
Yeah.
like he's not like a Big Joe where he's just a dumb idiot, like
Yeah.
jerk.
He's smart.
You're like, okay,
Calculated.
yeah.
Totally. And the fact that he does have a little bit of empathy and he's talking about his family totally leads you into this. Left me in a feeling of like, okay, as long as I just don't cross him, everything's fine. This guy's pretty chill. It's Big Joe I need to worry about. And it ends up kind of being the opposite.
Yeah.
So you get back to camp. There's another like drawing opportunity there where you get to draw either Cassidy or Finn.
What?
Oh yeah. I
Damn it,
drew
Bloodworth. I'm
Cassidy.
getting all the drawings.
Yeah,
dude.
and
I
then
did so bad on the drawings this episode.
Yeah, Cassidy actually comes up and like wants to see it and starts commenting on it and everything. If you go with her,
Damn it.
and afterwards I talk to Finn while he's like carving wood.
Yeah.
And that's like really funny because he like gives you this whole
Totally.
story, and it's like, yeah, nah, I just made all that up.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm oblivious in real life, but I did not pick up on that. Like Finn was interested in us romantically at all.
No.
Oh,
I-
you mean the 12% kissed Finn at the end? Like,
I
what?
did-
Yeah, that
did
came out of
not
nowhere.
pick
That
up
came
on
out
that.
of nowhere.
Like, if I had known, maybe I would have pursued it.
Yeah.
Because he's a nice good guy, but I did not. I just didn't get like those vibes at all
Yeah.
from his character. Like I actually
Yeah,
just,
whereas like Cassidy was like almost creepy in how much she was into you.
I thought Cassidy's was handled well.
yeah, she
I thought
was
it-
sweet.
I thought it was about just a connection of two souls crossing each other in life, you know,
Yeah.
to be like weirdly poetic about it.
Yeah.
It's like, she had a beautiful line of like, well, we'll just be awesome memories in each
Yeah.
other's heads, like, and that kind of resonated with me. I was like,
Oh.
okay.
I was like,
didn't
yeah.
I ended up not pursuing it because I knew I was leaving. It was my last night. So I'm
Right.
like, let's just kind of keep it chill here. But I liked the
Oh.
relationship.
You didn't pursue anything with Cassie?
I went to the lake and she's like, all right, come in. And I'm like, nah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
You,
Yeah.
Did you pursue anything there?
No, I didn't go in the water.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, I didn't go in the
Interesting.
water. Yeah. You did?
Interesting.
Yeah.
It was
Of course
funny
I
though.
did. I went. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
I mean, I probably shouldn't kiss and tell, but quite a lot happened with Cassidy and I.
Yeah, so one of the choices was like you went inside her tent, and I was like, I didn't even
Okay,
get that
and
option.
I'll tell you. Am I getting us too far
I
ahead?
think you're
'Cause
fine, you're fine.
I'll tell you part of the reason why I did that was because a little bit of a meta thing. Because when you choose to go inside of her tent,
Yeah.
you're neglecting Dan. Like, you know what I mean? You're like,
Yeah.
okay, well, he's gonna be wherever he is, and I'm going into her tent with her. Who knows? And I thought Bloodworth and Hubert are gonna do the right thing, and they're gonna think of Daniel first. So,
Yeah.
so just so we know what I'm gonna go into this tent with her.
Nice.
But yeah, I'll get to that later. Watch more of the show.
And those are the kinds of decisions where I just adore this franchise, and why it is one of my favorites now of all time is when both decisions or numerous decisions add up.
Yeah.
Hooking up with her, not hooking up with her. Like, I love when it all makes sense and it's truthful to the characters.
well, when you have a visceral reaction when you're trying to make, you're like, oh
Yeah.
no, I want to do this,
Yeah.
but I know the right thing. Like it's like really fun.
yeah.
Well, what I think is funny though is like the response that he gives when he doesn't go in the lake is like, it's cold.
Yeah.
Like, this is totally me. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, it's too freezing. You're crazy. I'm not touching that
Oh
water.
my gosh.
And she comes back and she's all cool about it. She comes back. She's like, oh, you should have come in. Like, she keeps it normal, not awkward.
I went in the lake with her. She made fun of my junk being small. She's like, oh, it must be cold. And then we kissed in the lake.
Yeah.
And we'll get to the tent later. But
Yeah, the first night back though was dishes night. So we talked about helping Daniel with the dishes.
I ran into a weird bug here
Oh.
where I
I helped him, but then it said I didn't.
yes.
Yep.
So a little bit of a bug. I help him with the dishes, and then
Yeah.
he says, "Oh, do you need help with the water or whatever?" He's like, "Oh, I'll come help you." He slowly walks over to the water, and I beat him to it. And when I went to pick it up, I thought he was gonna like use his powers to help me, and he was just gone. He just vanished.
So like I offered to help him with the dishes or whatever,
Yeah.
but then it told me that I didn't.
Yeah, that
And
part
then
seems kind of buggy.
It said
yeah.
you didn't ask Daniel to help with your chores, but I don't feel like I had even an option to do. Anyway,
Yeah.
but I just did the water on my own.
Yeah. So that's weird. I wonder if that's more of like a platform specific bug, or if I just got lucky.
I felt like Daniel was a powder keg of just hormones or whatever he's got going on, his terrible teens or whatever. So I was like, I'm not gonna like do anything to kind of upset him in any way.
Dark Phoenix
He,
vibes.
he is. It's funny because like there was one point where James came and sat next to me toward the end, like the big, the big climactic scene.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, he's like Jean Grey.
Yeah,
Like,
Jean
I just don't want to piss this kid off because he's,
Yeah. I'm ready for him to just like explode someone. Like his powers are
Yeah.
getting
they're getting strong.
real intense.
Yeah.
Someone is gonna explode.
But I was able to get him to help.
Yeah.
With the water jugs, which was pretty mild, like, because they were keeping it cool, like they're keeping it under wraps. So it's like it just looked like I was walking those water jugs along, but he was
Yeah.
actually doing the heavy lifting.
So wait, you took both?
Yeah.
Okay, I wonder if because I took one, then I helped him with the dishes. That maybe was the root of the bug.
Oh, maybe
so I
that's
took
it.
one jug, helped him, went to go get the other one,
Maybe.
and then he
yeah.
was just like gone.
Sure. Yeah, that's something that they just didn't think through, kind of thing.
No big drama though. No big deal.
Yeah.
Didn't mind.
But then so then we get to go to the lake. Did you howl or did you go to the other side?
I tried to get Daniel to howl, and he was like, "Howling's for losers."
Really?
Like I was like, "Let's howl," and he was pretty
What?
gave me attitude about it.
That's so funny. I thought for sure like that'd have been like something that would have helped the bonding.
I thought too. And then we just ended up like going to the other side and doing our lessons or training.
Okay, so you go to her anyways. So
Yeah,
you don't really
but
have any
he-
risk
he
of
gave me
getting
s-
discovered.
He gave me some attitude. About
Yeah,
howling.
I think I howled and we both howled and it was awesome, and then we went over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? He
Yeah.
was
So that
like-
is like one of those stacking things.
I
then.
think so. I
Oh.
think we howled. I don't quote me on that, but I'm
Give me a
pretty
little
sure.
toot.
I'm pretty sure I would have remembered the attitude.
I didn't
There was
want
a lot of attitude though, so maybe it's kind of getting muddled up in my head.
Anything I can do in that game to lean into the Wolf Brothers metaphor, I do
Sure.
like the tattoo.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That was the
absolutely,
shittiest tattoo I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was so bad. I was
so
like,
bad.
really? This is what you wanted to do?
Yeah.
But I was like, it has to be. It has to be.
It has to be.
You know?
I mean, the loading is the wolves,
Yeah.
and it's just like
He tells him the bedtime stories about the wolf
But
brothers.
I didn't want to howl because like again, like I wanted to keep low profile.
Yeah.
Like don't want to like attract people to come over and see what's going on.
yeah.
But yeah, I think like what you're saying though, like they had like the 3 different ones, like the precision, the control, and the destruction. And the destruction was just like, oh, okay,
So intense.
because I think that's the idea was to like destroy the mushrooms.
Yeah.
And he didn't have enough control to just destroy the mushrooms, and so like that whole side
Yeah.
of the tree stump
Yeah.
just blew apart.
Then he just like Yoda's the tree trunk out of the,
The
swamp.
water.
Yeah,
Gosh.
yeah. How did nobody hear that one?
I know. I kept expecting someone to walk in,
Yeah.
but
And then we already talked about, with the sad stories, which sad story did you tell?
Who do I tell?
Because it's either the mushroom story, or the Hank story.
As Sean or as Daniel?
When you're around the campfire.
Yeah.
oh, it's because I was wasted. I didn't tell a story.
I didn't tell a story either, and I didn't even mean to get wasted. I think I took like one sip of the beer, and
Yeah.
then I was like, "What is happening?" And
He's
then
Yeah.
a lightweight underage kid.
yeah,
so-
but I thought like, okay, I better take at least a sip of beer to blend in. I didn't realize I was gonna get just toasted.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't tell a story, and then Daniel did talk about our dog though.
Yeah.
Oh,
everyone.
okay.
That's right. That's
What
right.
was, yeah, what was
Yeah.
weird is somebody like
Hannah
was
dog
talking
story.
about the dog
Mm-hmm.
that they couldn't take,
Mm-hmm.
and I just like was too slow to like react and get in like
Yeah.
our story, and I was like, oh, I guess I missed that. So,
Totally.
but yeah, I told
scene.
them about Hank,
Let me check my.
and then I went to bed and talked to Daniel rather than getting the haircut, which I think I've seen screenshots and like they totally give him like a mohawk.
Oh
Really?
really? Oh, that's cool.
Awesome. I wonder if we'll have it next episode if you get it.
I bet
know?
Daniel thinks that's pretty cool. Like,
Oh, I wonder.
bet it
I
impresses
wonder if
Daniel.
he think it was cool or if he hates it.
I mean, he's probably bummed though, because if you don't go to
He
bed with
wants-
him that
yeah,
night,
or he's like, I want a mohawk.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a really important discussion you have with him.
Yeah, I
you
do too.
know, I can't imagine missing that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
He the one thing that was like I feel like again like trying to communicate with Daniel that like I don't know like if Sean is doing a good enough job at, because he keeps like Daniel's like, well, treat me like an adult, blah blah blah, but you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how do you communicate that like you're nowhere near an adult?
Well, he's a kid that's been forced into an adult world. Like,
Right.
given that their parents are gone, they're on the run. Like, it's such a weird.
Like Sean's
Yeah.
not even an adult.
No,
When,
yeah.
Yeah, and he's doing all this adult stuff, and like Daniel, like no, dude.
Like,
Yeah.
what was your guys' reaction when he pulls the giant tree out and is like, "I'm not a kid anymore"? Because for me, I was like, "Well, he's kind of got a point here."
I was trying to be really sensitive with what I said to him because I did not
Yeah.
want to Dark Phoenix him again. Like, I was just trying to keep the beast slumbering. So
Yeah.
I don't remember what the dialogue options
I-
were, but I was.
I don't know if there was dialogue there. I mean, just me. I was just like, well,
Oh.
Right.
I
Well,
mean, I maybe should start treating him more like an adult.
but that's the thing. Like he's
Yeah.
not he's
Yeah.
not even close. And, like and that's like sort of evidence of that. Like just overreacting on things.
Totally.
And Finn is all feeding into it, of course, which isn't helping.
Yeah. It's just hard when it's like he's on the lam from the cops and working on a weed farm, but you're a kid, and it's like, how do you reconcile all that?
I went back to see some other stuff,
Hmm.
the collect mode or whatever, which is really cool. But I went back and Finn or Cassidy is saying something about that they were on the run or something from their last job, like that they did something sketch. So it's funny because that's kind of a red flag for Finn when you think about
Yeah,
the final mission, so to speak.
what he's inclined to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What did you think about the waking up late dance montage?
10 out of 10.
You liked it?
Well, 'cause-
Wait, you weren't wasted and you got the same one?
Yeah.
See, I thought it was gonna be just if you were wasted. I thought that was kind of like a GTA
you
style
just,
moment.
You just sleep in no matter what. Because I didn't
Okay.
partake of any of that stuff.
Well, that makes me like it a little less, but I loved it when it happened.
Yeah, I mean,
loved it.
They're busting out like all the hits in this. There's like gorillas at the top, and they got dance in it, and like, it was like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks that like there wasn't a duality there to your choice.
Yeah.
I think it's funny to me because like I think now with everything, like I'm now looking back on the full episode, I appreciate it a little bit more. In the moment, I just felt like this is weird. This is like totally out of place song and moment in the game.
Well, my brain did the thing where I was like, oh, this is a French, like, these are French music artists. I wonder if the developers were like, "We put this song in our game. This is from a French musical artist. We are French." Don't know. I was like, "Ah, good, oui."
But now it's just like this is like this is like just a chance to like break up that tension a little bit.
Yeah, you can't
For-
be
Yeah.
all
Oh,
doom
absolutely.
and gloom.
Yeah,
You know?
it was like now we're on a fun romp to the weed farm for the day. Like, yeah.
And then payday. Oh, what did you tell them you were gonna do with your payday?
What were I don't remember the three options.
I don't remember all the.
I said I'm gonna spring on some new toothbrushes for Daniel and
Toothbrush.
I.
Yep.
Because
Toothbrush.
I didn't want to draw attention. I didn't want anyone to know my business, but I also didn't want to say nothing because I didn't want anyone to pry.
Mm-hmm.
So I went with the
I
toothbrush.
went with socks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Both good
Dependable
choices.
socks.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I got one pair of socks, and I get like all sweaty and nasty. And I'm like,
Yeah.
let's go another pair of socks. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to lay low.
Yeah.
Not raise any questions.
and I'm gonna get the performance review. Cassidy got chewed out on mine. It's like she was not a good worker,
Oh yeah.
which was a little surprising.
The argument.
But yeah, and then you kind of what starts to set everything off is Daniel not listening and sneaking into the house for who knows what reason, just being bored.
Just being a kid.
Yeah.
He's not an adult because an adult probably wouldn't have done that.
It's like, just sit here for a minute, dude.
Yeah.
Wait.
But
Just
he levitates the ashtray and then like throws it at Big Joe, and I totally took the heat for that.
Me too.
Because
Oh yeah.
it's still in the vein.
I think
of,
most
like,
people did on the stats. Like,
yeah,
did you
let's
write that one
see.
down?
Let me. I might have my pictures that I took. 66% of people came forward with when Daniel hit Big Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next choice.
Did you guys commit to the heist right away?
No.
Okay, so here's the moment, the other moment where the video game side of me is
Okay.
just like
Of course, we're doing a heist.
one of my favorite things of all time: books, movies, TV shows, video games, heists.
Oh crap.
And I'm
yeah.
just like, oh, why are you doing this to me? Life is strange. Why are you dangling a heist in front of me? So that's why I had to go back and like see how it all played out. I was like, well, at least I gotta see this.
Oh, the collect mode you want to.
yeah.
Because I wonder,
Okay.
was there, if you agreed to it up front, was there a moment where you guys met and like planned it all out?
So it was really well done, actually. You talk to Finn or whatever, and you're gonna do it. And he's like, okay, I'm so glad. This is gonna be fine. He does a phenomenal job of talking you into it. He's like, everything's gonna be chill. It's gonna be fine. No one's even gonna be there. He's probably wasted. So then he's like, okay, meet me back here. Like, go get ready and meet me back here. So then, you do the whole thing with Cassidy and Daniel and everyone, Daniel. So then you're like, all right, I'm ready. Cassidy comes in and is like, what the hell are you doing? So she's the voice of reason, and she's saying, don't do this. He's a 9-year-old kid. What are you, insane? But you end up going, and the three of you go steal a car from Big Joe and kind of wreck the other cars. And then when you get there, you have this little stealthy objective of like disabling all the cameras.
Oh, okay.
It's awesome. You have to go find all these cameras placed throughout the compound to destroy them. And I got all of them, but one of them saw me because I went around the house the wrong way. So it was like, oh no, the camera saw us. And I'm thinking because of that one camera, Meryl was awake and he came out and like similar events
unfolded.
happen, similar events unfold. But I'm wondering because like 2%
Yeah.
of people got in and out.
Really? Oh, where's that?
Yeah, there. I'm
So I'm
trying to
wondering if
remember.
that last camera didn't get me, then you might be able to fully sneak in.
Yeah, 3% when I played through.
3%.
Actually snuck in unnoticed.
So it's like, are they the real winners? Maybe, but at the same time, I don't want to teach Daniel
yeah.
that thieving is good, even if it is from.
Well, for me, it was like the long-term repercussions. Like this is
It's a bad example.
This is well, it's like this is not gonna just blow
Yeah.
over. Like you're not gonna rip off a drug dealer
Yeah.
and just go down the road and get into Mexico. Like it's
Yeah,
just not gonna
at
happen.
first I declined and I was like, no, like not doing it with him. He's a kid. We're not doing this.
Yeah.
When was
and
the
then,
second opportunity I ever?
There was like later in it where he confronts you again about it, and then there I was like, all right, fine. Like, oh no, wait, I guess it's when you get to Meryl's house, when you get to the location where the safe is, and you confront them.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So you're with Cassidy, and you're like,
You're
oh
with
no,
Cassidy.
Daniel's missing.
Yeah,
You go to get him.
Go to get him.
And then it's like, do you want to leave
Wait,
or
'cause you guys were with
continue
Cassidy.
on? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was with Cassidy. So I mean, I should talk about what happened with Cassidy. I know.
Yeah. It's time. It's time.
There was a choice. Yeah, you and Finn remained friends. You and Finn kissed. Totally over my head. I did not realize that was even up in the cards.
Yeah.
So of course I'm pursuing Cassidy because she's a comely young woman, beautiful, great personality,
Great voice.
And I knew. So in my heart of hearts, I was like, I need to protect Daniel at all costs. I can't go skinny dipping. I can't go in a tent. But then again, like I said, I was like, you guys are also noble of heart, so you're gonna be thinking of Daniel. So I'm gonna go in that tent. And I'm gonna get in the water with her. So we go skinny dipping. Like I said, like, yeah, we kiss, whatever. And then we get out and she's like, do you want to like come into my tent? And this is where I had my moment. And I said, sure. And so we like go in the tent and like clothes start coming off. There's some nipple.
Whoa.
And life is straight. I was like,
Oh yeah, Hannah, because in the very
Hannah in the
beginning,
very
Hannah
beginning,
comes
yeah.
out.
yeah,
topless.
that's true. That's true. Yeah. And so, we go all the way. And then after, I think Sean had some like insecurities about how it went, and she's like, "It's fine. It's like it's whatever."
Yeah.
She was pretty great, and she was like, "It's we just shared a great night together." Is that before or after the tattoo? I guess it's after the
It has to
tattoo.
be after,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the tattoo leads to the lake.
But the one thing I was like, he shouldn't be getting that tattoo wet.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
I was like, I shouldn't be going to the lake.
Somebody
Good
earlier, I
call.
think, like warned, is like, don't go in that lake, man. Like the water's not like.
Yeah, there's E. coli in that water.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But yeah, did we all get the wolf tattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to.
Yeah.
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 You got to.
How,
You
do,
got to.
how do you not when you see
Yeah.
the option?
Yeah.
But yeah, Cassidy and I totally hook up.
Although in retrospect, like I'm not sure. Like that tattoo's pretty,
It's pretty bad. Like,
pretty bad. I probably
like if
shouldn't
that
have done
thing became infected and my heart had to get cut off, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But only 57% of people actually went in the tent with her. Like a great number, 43% of people did care about prioritizing Daniel.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that I guess that yes. So then her and I were separated, which meant that Finn and Daniel went to Meryl's to try to rob the safe. So when we got there, confronted them, that was when Finn was like, "Come on, man!"
Yeah.
Like, 'cause we had already gone to Big Joe's
Right.
and stolen his truck, and he was onto us. And Finn was like, "Let's get out of here. We can get it. We can get out of here." And then at that point, I was gonna I wanted to keep the straight and narrow path of protecting Daniel, protecting what morals I'm showing him, but that just in the game aspect of things, I was
Yeah.
like, all right, let's do it.
Totally.
And then Cassidy looked at me like she was just purely disgusted with me,
Oh.
and then she left.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, she
Lucky
was like,
though.
So she wasn't there at the.
She
ending?
wasn't. So that meant that she wasn't injured.
Interesting.
I wonder if because it doesn't really show her being injured. I wonder if she's like dead, dude. Because that was a
What happened?
violent
I'm not-
explosion at the end.
Oh,
Yeah. Actually, in mine, Daniel like blames Cassidy, and like shoves her.
oh,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
So basically, yeah, when the conversation and everything goes down. Well, I'm not sure how it went with you, but like, what was because you did sneak in to the safe, so you actually got to open the safe and everything, or did you alert him somehow?
he did alert that he was alerted that we were there. I think Big Joe called him and was like, because when he got the phone with Big Joe, he went,
Okay, so like Big Joe was never
Yeah, Big
woke
Joe
up
not
on
in
mine.
mine.
Oh,
because I didn't
wouldn't-
alert Big
I,
Joe.
I know. I was a dummy, and I just broke the window. As I was doing it, I went, "Why are you doing this?" Like I shattered the window in the truck to get in,
Yeah.
and as I did it, I was like, "God, you idiot! You're gonna wake him up!" And of course, he woke up, and I had already slashed his car tire, so he couldn't follow us. But he knew that something was happening, and he called Meryl, and I guess he said to Meryl, "I think that people are gonna show up to your place," and so Meryl came out on the phone, and he was like, "You're right. People are here."
Got it. Then how the hell did my Meryl know what was up? Because I did not alert Big Joe. And then when I went, I was like, we're not robbing this.
Well, I think we started arguing, and like he hears.
Yeah, and he just hears
Oh.
Yeah.
it. Sure.
So yeah, then he comes out with the shotgun.
I guess no
Yeah.
matter what, Meryl's coming out.
Yeah, Meryl's coming out.
But I'm glad that she's okay.
Well, that
And you-
2% though. That
But
2%
she
got
hates
away.
me now though forever.
Sure, maybe. I mean, it might be different when she sees how everything went down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did not go with the plan. But you went with the heist from the second go through, huh?
No.
Oh, I thought you said that you went back.
Oh,
and you
I
did the
went back
heist.
to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
To just see it. Of course. I'm not leaving a heist on the table.
So you actually like got the safe open and got
No. You.
Oh, because you got the
because the
cameras,
last that one damn camera, I should have reset and see what happens if you
yeah.
don't.
So getting that gun seems to be pretty rare.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, 3%
Yeah. I
on
didn't-
here is
I
crazy
have no
low.
idea. I didn't even realize getting the gun was an option.
Oh
He
yeah,
snuck into
because if you
Meryl's
don't
house
get in
without
there,
being
yeah.
noticed. 3%.
2% took the gun from Meryl's safe.
It says 1% shot Meryl, but Finn still got killed.
I told Daniel to use his power,
Me
and Finn
too.
wasn't killed.
Which is so telling, right? 84%. You know, it's so framed that way. But at the same time, it's like I have been in the mode of repressing him and keeping it hidden for so long, but there comes a point when a life is on the line that you do need
And
to
that's the
step
conversation
in.
we had with Daniel before, where it was like only in severe emergencies, and that felt to me like an emergency situation.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting though, so I was on the 10% that did nothing and Finn got killed. But there was like a 5% option
how-
where it did nothing and Finn lives, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what was?
So
the
wait, does he
difference that
just point blank execute Finn right in front of you?
Yeah.
That is so intense.
made? Yeah, it's super intense.
Is it
and that-
is it bloody? Do you
Yeah, it
see him
is, it is.
shoot him?
It totally is. Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow. Did Daniel get hit in the shoulder in
Yeah.
years?
No, he didn't get injured in
Dude,
mine.
Meryl is like some
Cold blood.
underestimate this guy. Do not underestimate him.
Yeah, he's got
he has a
spring.
shotgun and then pulls out another gun from his back.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Like a straight up
It was all
professional.
shotgun on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Meryl was.
The shotgun gets blown away when Daniel uses power.
Oh, because I didn't have him interfere.
yeah.
Got it, yeah.
And then he pulls a pistol out, dude. It's crazy.
Meryl was not fucking around. He
Yeah.
shoots Daniel in the shoulders. 8.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so on mine, Daniel lost it when he saw Finn get killed.
Yeah.
And then he kind of, he just starts shoving everyone around.
Yeah.
Force pushing everybody.
Classic Phoenix.
Classic DP.
Yep. And then, another little musical
The
montage.
song at the end was great.
Yep. And then the glass. Did
Yeah.
you get glass in the eye?
Yeah.
Glass in the eye?
Glass in the eye.
Glass in the eye was the final shot. So Daniel loses it. Cut to black.
Oh, yeah.
Slow,
Yes,
kind of
yes, yes,
panning
yes.
through.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Sean
Yeah.
lying there with a glass in his eye.
Yeah.
So we'll go full Mad Max eye patch next episode.
What got me, and this is kind of like if you don't look at spoilers or not spoilers, but if you don't watch like teases for the next episode, you should
Yeah.
probably not listen to this. But
Yeah.
that shot of Sean walking alone
intense.
down the road, I'm
I
like,
loved it.
where's Daniel?
Yeah.
And then the ominous, like Thelma and Louise style cop on the tail of like, I've got you now. You're
Yeah,
all alone.
yeah, cop killers.
Yeah, who's this guy now?
Yeah, I did feel like that looked like New Mexico, probably. Like, I think that he's
Yep.
guessing that Daniel's going to go to the mom. So I think we're getting
yeah.
mom next episode.
Yeah.
Karen.
Yeah, maybe get the hell out of
Damn,
California and
Karen.
go New Mexico down.
One thing I wonder, too, is, like, Daniel's main thing is like levitating things, right? Like, does he figure out if he can like make himself levitate? Can he fly around? Like, that would be nuts.
At this point, his powers
He should be able to, I
feel
would think.
limitless. I'm just waiting for it all to go so bad, and then he gets paid a little visit by a time-traveling Max Caulfield. Yes, maybe?
Maybe. I mean,
But if not, I'm totally cool with that. If Max does not show up at all, cool.
Yeah, I think we gotta
but-
go like an extra half hour on predictions.
I have a feeling that they are not. They are not gonna meet.
No,
I don't think.
doubt it.
But if Max was able to like reverse everything and bring their dad back,
I don't know though. Look at the repercussions
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
Chloe.
meddling with that
Yeah.
stuff. It's so awesome.
But it would be interesting to see how she's grown and figure that out. You know.
3. Life is Strange 3.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because I sort of kind of half expect her to show up and to like be able to teach Daniel a little bit of something. But
Yeah. But I won't be surprised if she doesn't show up.
Right.
Like, it won't be surprising.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I'm worried. I'm worried for them.
Right?
I don't really want them to end up happily with their mom. I don't.
What if she has a really good story for everything? What if she, that note was telling because a total.
like she's got powers and didn't want to.
Yeah. Didn't even think of that. If it's passed down, if Daniel has powers, the mom could totally. And they did kind of play with that when Sean in episode 2 tried to move a rock. I was like, they kind of hinted at like, oh, maybe this is genetic or something.
Yeah, I think one of the options too when you're when everyone found out and they're like asking like how did this happen, or like one of the options like, oh, it started in Seattle, so that's almost like a hint of like is Seattle actually like that area have something to do with it? Because like wasn't Max in Seattle
They
for
were
a bit too?
Arcadia
Arcadia Bay.
Bay is like like Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Right,
It's-
but didn't she go to
She
Seattle?
did before
and
she
then
came
come
back to Arcadia. Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
so something's going down in
In the
Seattle.
water.
And I bet you're going to pick up ancillary hints of like Jacob spreading the word because he was not on board with any
Oh,
of this.
yeah.
No.
He was so sketching.
Yeah.
He was freaking out. You'll probably see on
Oh
TV
my gosh, yeah.
like a TV interview with him where he's like, "Hey, this kid has powers."
He was the worst. And it was
Yeah.
weird because I felt like he hadn't gotten a lot of screen time before that moment. And I was like, that doesn't bode well for Jacob.
You had some optional conversations with him for sure.
I did not option those conversations. I was not interested in Jacob, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you actually got a lot of his story, I think, in the campfire.
Yeah.
But I
He
think some
says
of
it
those
all, yeah.
options may not have been there if you were drinking.
No.
So
Penny, dude. Penny. Better come back. I love when he goes to bed. He like bows. Yeah.
But yeah, I think next time around is gonna be.
Sorry.
What are you thinking?
Do you know what I thought of randomly throughout? Remember our friend from the first episode who
Lila.
we never
Brody?
Lila?
Lila, dude.
Yeah.
And she
I
was
had
like
a conversation where we talked about her a little bit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was just thinking, I was playing this episode thinking like, man, how far away that felt, and then also it's like, could I even go back and be friends with this
Yeah.
person?
Did you ever call her? I
No,
forget.
no,
Okay.
I
I
didn't
haven't
want to
called her.
jeopardize it.
I
See,
think-
at least
I think-
in episode 1 I talked to her, but then in episode 2 I didn't.
Yeah, maybe I didn't.
But I
Someone-
should have again.
Yeah, somebody asked me like about like, do I miss my own life or something? And there's like an option like I miss my friends, and then he talks about Lila.
I just feel like we have to see Chris again. The
Yeah,
kid.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We have to, right?
Oh yeah.
it'd be great.
Captain Spirit Island. Hope they release another one of those. Just another.
And some people, he got hit by a car in some people's, right?
Yeah.
Great. He's okay in mine. but-
Okay in
He was
mind.
he was
Thank
okay
the
in
heavens. And then a quick shout out too, just to the tech. I know we're talking about story, spoiler mode, but like, man, dude, this forest was so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking about Life is Strange 1, that compared to what it is now. Like 1 had some just tech issues and
I had some
little
weird-
cumbersome stuff in 1, but now like everything is just, the budget is better. Everything just seems so much
It's pretty smooth.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
so smooth, and it just makes it so much easier to get invested and just to get sucked in.
Yeah, the only I had like some weird things going on in the campfire when drawing. So like doing the whole thing of looking up and looking down, like there were times when like Daniel would just like pop off the ground and the kind of thing. He wasn't like
The beer did that for me.
Oh, yeah.
Finn had a beer and it was floating, and then he went to go down to grab it, and then it like.
yeah.
I had a like one weird like glitch where it went too wide of sort of the campfire,
Yeah.
and Daniel was standing there, and he just went. But that was the only
So
thing,
freaky.
and it was just funny to
Yeah.
me. Didn't break any of the ambience or anything.
But
Uh,
yeah, now we gotta wait till August
August.
to stay on schedule,
That's fine.
and then December 5th, I think, for episode 5.
we started it in January. No,
No, we started it before.
October.
Yeah.
October.
October was episode 1. Yeah, full year.
At least they have the schedule.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
hopefully they can stick
3
to
months isn't bad.
Yeah.
Do we know what the next one's called? I didn't look.
Oh.
it. I don't think we do.
Okay. Either way, it was very Mad Max. It was very ominous. Like walking on a desert road.
No Daniel.
Yeah, Life is Strange is so intense that I could imagine a world in where Daniel just gets blasted by the cops, and then episode 5 is just Daniel. Or
Just
Sean gets blasted by the cops. So
Oh.
we're playing a Sean in the next one alone. You die or something, and then you're just Daniel. Like endless possibilities.
Yeah. I do wonder if you're going to team up with the mom or Brody or somebody to kind of track him down.
Yeah.
But you'll have to wait from there. Any last words or
No, I
just wait
just
till August?
gotta keep the wolf pack
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
High stakes. The stakes are high,
Yeah, very much.
and I'm scared.
All right. Thank you, Elise, for coming
Thanks
in.
for having
Great
me.
to
Yeah.
see you again.
Always fun. To do
This
these.
is a perfect excuse. I love it.
I love it. I know.
Life is strange. We get to see Elise.
I enjoy it. God, we have to find another. I mean, when this is done, we should find another spoiler mode.
The,
something episodic, if
The
not.
the Until Dawn's
Oh,
follow
they have
up.
Man of
Oh,
Medan?
yeah,
those
yeah,
weird
yeah.
things, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anytime. It's super fun. Super
Awesome.
fun.
All right. Thank you, guys.
I'm not a kid anymore.
I'm just going